Yo, quick video right here. I want to talk about what's pissing me off about these comic book fans, and especially the black ones and just people in general. Excuse me, I'm in the car though. So there's rumors that Superman's been rebooted, and they're talking about using the Black Superman, and a bunch of comic book geeks are getting their panties tied in a knot. And I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Like, what's wrong with Hollywood wanting to make a black Superman, even though there's at least 2 black Supermans in the comics? Kelvin Ellis and Val Zod. Personally, I would like them to use Val Zod because he's in a relationship with Supergirl, aka Power Girl. But I wouldn't mind them using Calvin Ellis because he's the freaking president of the United States in his universe. Like, people are blowing this out of proportion. Like, and what's really pissing me off now, and I might start calling this out, is that, yo, I'm getting tired of all this all this anti-SJW shit. Like, it's getting fucking annoying. Yeah, like all that SJW shit, it gets annoying too, but so is this anti-SJW. Like, people act like there aren't any issues out here, and as soon as somebody talk about certain issues, oh, SJW, or as soon as there's some diversity, oh, anti-justice, I mean, social justice warrior, oh, they're trying to be woke. Like, everything's fucking woke. And it's not even the case. Like, not every single thing is woke. A lot of you guys just don't want to accept what's going on. Like, we live in a multicultural society. So representation, everybody's going to get representation. It's like some of you guys just want everything to be white, especially white male. It's like, you guys got a problem with a black Superman, but you don't got a problem with a Latino Supergirl. Because there's somebody, excuse me, technically Supergirl is about to get rebooted. There's going to be a Latino actress playing Supergirl. And I don't hear y'all saying woke, this is woke. SJW, man, it's annoying, man. And this is coming from a person who really don't even want a black Superman like that. I don't mind it, but if I can have it my way, I would rather them use Icon. Black superheroes that's already created. I'd rather them just make a I'd rather them just make an Icon movie. And what actually pisses me off is the contradiction, because people complaining are the same people who threw Man of Steel under the bus, the movie. A lot of people shitted on that movie, and I actually enjoyed the movie. A lot of people shit on Batman vs. Superman. I mean, it wasn't the best movie, but I somewhat enjoyed it. A lot of people shitted on Justice League, and I haven't taken too kindly to how people was treating Ray Fisher. People throwing that brother on the bus because he called out bullshit. And this is the same people bitching about Superman on the CW, bitching about Supergirl and The Flash to a degree, and Arrow to a degree. Like, this is nothing wrong. Maybe this is a good move if they write it better. I mean, if they write it good, because the DC universe, the DC movie universe, they've been taking a lot of L's, man, for years. Marvel's been taking over. So maybe this will work out if they just do a reboot, just Flashpoint, the DC movie universe. Maybe it'll work out for the best. But this is all I want to say, man. I gotta go. Like, a lot of people just pissing me off, man. I gotta come with a PS for that ass. But I noticed no one saying SJW with the reboot of Supergirl, because that's supposed to be a Latino playing Supergirl, which I have no problem with. And they got a Latino playing Wonder Woman or Wonder Girl. Yeah, it's Wonder Girl, but ain't nobody saying SJW with that. But when it gets to the black side, everybody wants to say SJW. Or even when there's like females, people want to say SJW like there's no female characters. So I'm not necessarily against this move. It could be good for the DC movie universe, because again, they've been taking hella L's for the past 7 years. The only thing that's really been keeping on the DC movie universe on live, basically on life support, is Wonder Woman. And then guys threw that on the bus, the second movie. And what I'm not feeling is, I expect, white comic book geeks and non-black comic book geeks to complain and start hating, but like, what's really getting on my nerves is a lot of these black comic book fans that are always trying to join up with these so-called anti-SJW guys. Oh, this is SJW. Like, these guys get on my nerves because they're just trying to get brony points with their white and non-black geek counterparts, and it's really getting on my nerves. Like, they always got something to say whenever it revolves around black representation. They always got something to say. Oh, this is identity politics, race switching, SJW. Like, it's really getting on my nerves. And a lot of these people complain, throwing Luke Cage on the bus. Luke Cage was a good show. Notice that Daredevil and Jessica Jones are possibly coming back, but ain't nobody talking about Luke Cage. And the rumors is they might recast Luke Cage, which is borderline disrespectful, because people are used to Mike Coulter playing Luke Cage, and that's going to set people off if they just recast Luke Cage for somebody else, just like the Blade movie. That's going to set people off. A lot of people ain't even going to watch that movie because it's not Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is Blade. They try to get somebody else to play Blade. In Hollywood, they doing that on purpose. This is why I don't like all this misandry, black misandry. And with this Blk Superman, it's kind of a W with brothers, but at the same time, it's not kind of a W, because knowing Hollywood, they don't do a good job of proper representing black characters. I can give y'all a bunch of examples, man. Like Sam Jones III, that brother who played Pete Ross of the Smallville. People was actually bitching about that. I'm just starting to find out people was bitching about that, because the character Pete Ross is traditional white character, and they decided to cast a black dude to play him. People was bitching about that, and then people wasn't complaining no more because they really didn't do anything with his character. And I'm starting to notice it myself, because I was like a young kid when Smallville came out. I used to watch Smallville, and I noticed, now that I'm older, I realized, they really wasn't doing anything with Pete Ross' character. It was like he was just there. And all the other characters, they were just a little bit more important to the story than him. And they had a lot more screen time than him. Wally West, I made a video about this on my other channel, but Wally West got mishandled. They brought him on The Flash. Ever since he got his powers, his character went down the hill. He's completely useless. He has to get bailed out by Barry all the time. He can't even hold his own out there. He's not competent. And they took his girl away from him. He was in a relationship with Jesse Quick. And then they just didn't know what to do with his character. So they put him on Legends of Tomorrow. And I was excited for that because I was like, finally, they're about to do something with this guy's character. And it turns out they didn't do it. They still didn't know what to do with his character. They just had him run around. He didn't really do nothing. He only got like one development, which was getting over that girl, finally getting over Jesse Quick. And that's it. He didn't last but one season in Legends of Tomorrow. And then when they brought him back, like they brought him back as some type of asexual monk. Like they cut this dude. And I started to notice that they try to asexualize these black male characters. Cutting off that masculinity, it was just horrible. Firestorm, he got screwed over. They went to a good direction with his character in season 1 of Legends of Tomorrow. Ever since season 2, his character went downhill. And I noticed, like, when they introduced Vixen in season 2, it's like she was more involved in the story than Firestorm. It's like they elevated her up and they lowered Firestorm down. And then they completely marginalized him. He didn't get no development except for being a little smarter, learning from Dr. Steen. But he was already really a smart kid anyways. He had no presence in the story. So he just decided to leave the story. The actor who playing him, he just decided to leave. They wrote him off, and that was the best thing they can do with his character. And don't get me started on Martian Manhunter. He's completely useless. He's supposed to be down there as strong as Superman. Some can be argued just what he's capable of. But he was just completely useless. A lot of guys were bitching about James Olsen. Wasn't complaining when it was on CBS, but as soon as it came to the CW, people started complaining. And then I noticed something effed up. Like Hollywood, they always do this could be another video, but they always try to take a brother's girl from them. Notice that James Olsen, all his relationship ended with one of the Langs. A short relationship with Supergirl, and that ended like the first episode of the next season. That left a sour taste in my mouth. And then he had a relationship with Lena Luthor or something. I think that's her name. And they broke up. And I noticed that every guy on the show had a relationship, except for the black guys on there. Martian Manhunter, he had a relationship with a white Martian, but like she left, and it's not even applied if they together or not. So all the white guys, they got a relationship, but the black guys, they don't got a relationship or they can't keep one. I peeped that, man. They be dogging us out. And then you guys want to bitch and complain about Black Superman? Like this is ridiculous, man. This is all I wanted to say.